Maybe you apply for a job and then you have been called for an interview. You'll be anxious. Or you have an exam tomorrow or in a week's time. The tendency to be anxious is there. Hey guys, I'm Abigail and I'm going to be talking about anxiety. Just letting us know what we need to know about anxiety and when it's normal or when it's not becoming a problem. You see, every individual must have gone through anxiety at one point or the other in his life. Maybe you apply for a job and then you have been called for an interview. You'll be anxious. Or you have an exam tomorrow or in a week's time. The tendency to be anxious is there. Or you are traveling or something big is about to happen. You are about to take a big step. Anxiety tends to come in play. But these are normal scenarios. After these stressors has passed, then you now come back to being yourself. So normal anxiety is usually short term. In relation to a stressor, like I said, if you're about to take a step, a large step, a huge step, you're about to go for an interview, about to write an exam, these things tend to make us anxious. Take note, normal anxiety goes away after that stressor has passed. But when anxiety do not go away or the anxiety is just persistent and it's not really related to a stressor, nothing is really, you just tend to be anxious over little things, just stressed over little things that do not really matter, that may not become a problem. When it's not continuous, constant, I'm going to just differentiate, just give you a clear difference between normal anxiety and anxiety disorder. So the first thing in normal anxiety is that normal anxiety occurs due to a stressor. You have a task ahead or something you're going to do. Anxiety disorder is when you are stressed and it affects your daily life. So you're not able to get up and do some stuff because it causes fatigue, makes you to be weak, tired, and just feel very, very useless. And that difference between normal anxiety and anxiety disorder is that normal anxiety is intermittent. It's not regular. It's not like something that's happening to you continuously. Just when a stressor comes, you're anxious, it happens and it's done. Then for anxiety disorder, it is irrational. It does not make sense to a normal person that is not going through such disorder. So, and then the third one, for the normal anxiety, it is beneficial. Because when you are faced, you have an exam, oh, I don't want to fail. But you go and read your book, you read it, you stay overnight because you are anxious, like I don't want to fail. Or you have an interview, you are anxious, like you don't want to flop. So you have to prepare, check your credentials, work on your diction, your speech, your courage, because of that anxiety. So it's actually beneficial to you because it helps you overcome the stressor. But for anxiety disorder, it's not even helping you. But I take note, it's not even helping you to overcome anything because it's a problem. It is actually preventing you from doing what you should do because it is disturbing you, affecting your daily life and disorganizing your timetable. So normal anxiety is not a problem, it's just the anxiety disorder that is a problem. So I just mentioned some symptoms of this anxiety disorder because we may be going through this ourselves, or we may know someone that is actually going through such anxiety. So we know how to help them. So there are different symptoms that actually show that the person is going through disorder. The first one is excessive anxiety and worry. Friends is always worried over little things. Why? Why is it not? Over little things that are very trivial. You worry a lot. Number two is fatigue, tiredness, weakness. Just feel lazy. Almost person is very lazy. Meanwhile, the person is just tired. Does not feel like doing anything because of anxiety. And the third one is restlessness. Very important, restless. And as the person is restless, in anxiety, a person can be lying down, right? But the person's mind is working 360, is moving 247. When he's thinking of different scenarios that you like, why are you worried about this thing? The person is restless because of this disorder. So number 4 is impaired concentration. You cannot really concentrate on one thing. I think this is the one that was one of my problems after restlessness and fatigue. I think impaired concentration. You cannot think. You may be in the church now, right? And the pastor is preaching, and you just be there thinking of something different from what you, at the end of the day, you just sit down, you sit through a service and you will have not heard anything, or a class, you have not learned anything because your mind is somewhere else. So you have impaired concentration. You cannot concentrate on a particular thing. You can be discussing with someone and you get lost, and person be like, okay, what were you saying just now? Because of impaired concentration. So the next one is irritability, easily disgusted. So it's the person is easily offended, easily disgusted, easily like turned off or put off by an individual or person or an occasion or an occurrence. Then the next one is difficulty in sleeping. Can't sleep at night. You can just lay on your bed and just be looking at the ceiling, or just carry your phone and be fumbling with your phone because of such disorder. So these are just little signs that will just indicate that a person is going through anxiety disorder. And take note, when a person that is not going through this anxiety disorder before now starts having this disorder, the person may have a change in his or her lifestyle. Like the way the person normally carries out their activities or does stuff, or like just carries out accomplished tasks. You see that the person is not really able to do that again. So the constant fear that something bad is going to happen or something is going to go wrong or things are not going to work out the way you want. All these are all linked to anxiety. For self-treatment of anxiety, the first thing you should do is rest. Have time to rest. Have time for physical activities like exercise. Just do something, even if you are feeling like, I think this actually worked for me. Even if you are feeling down and you don't really want to go somewhere, you don't really want to do something, just try and get up and do something. Just accomplish a task, and that will actually make you feel better. Eat well, a healthy diet, exercises, joining a support group will actually help. And take notes, because anxiety can actually lead to suicide sometimes. These anxiety disorders. So if you're now feeling like committing suicide, please run to see the doctor immediately. Seek doctor's advice. Don't just think and say, okay, I will try and rest, I will try and sleep, I'll eat healthy, I will have a healthy diet, I'll pick up myself and I will do an activity. Just please, if it's now seeming like it's not becoming so terrible that you want to commit suicide, or you are having the thought of committing suicide, please see the doctor immediately. Then if you cannot walk, you cannot achieve anything, you cannot complete an activity, you should also see the doctor, because you may need therapy, you may need some help. And also you should see the doctor if you abuse drug, you abuse alcohol because of your anxiety, or if you feel sad or slowed down relating to your anxiety, please see the doctor. Because anxiety disorder is a mental disorder, right? Some people feel that, okay, when you talk about this anxiety, you talk about depression, especially in Black families, African families, like, we don't have that in our family, we don't do that in our family, we don't go through such in our family. But if you see you are going through this and maybe your family is not actually listening to you, then you can seek help from outside, seek the doctor and find a solution. Don't just dwell in your anxiety and say, okay, this is how I was made, this is how I was born, I have this disorder and I have to live with it. No, there's a solution out there. And then if it's not treated, if it's not monitored, if it's not taken care of, it can become a problem. Anxiety can lead to depression and lead to suicide, which I don't want for any one of us. So seek for help, join a support group, help someone. If you notice someone going through this, your loved ones, your friend, help them to actually overcome these things. If you see these signs that I've mentioned or any other signs,